Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tom Doedee.
Hey, happy to be here.
Yeah, happy to have you. Last time I saw you, our dogs had a play date. You've got a dog called Lenny, and I've got a dog called Sid. Now, in terms of size, they couldn't be more different. And so it was your job, you were assigned to tear them apart because Lenny was very aggressive with my little attack dog, Sid.
Yeah, I did a poor job of that too.
Got himself tangled up in all the leads.
Very, very well tangled up. I thought letting him off lead would be okay, but it turns out Lenny's paw's bigger than Sid's entire body. And, not my best effort, but they become best friends towards the end. We just had to make sure Lenny was a bit subdued and laying down and not able to trample on her.
And Lenny's grown again, you say?
Yeah, he's become a bit of a weapon, the big fella. He's getting bigger and bigger. When he stands up on his back legs, he's genuine, like 6 foot. So, it's a bit concerning. I need him to slow down. He's going to become a Great Dane.
So in football terms, Lenny would be a ruckman.
Right. Just a big, burly character.
Yeah,
and Sid would be an under-8s Oz kicker.
Yeah, right. Real in and under.
Poor
In and under
Sid.
mid.
Same like coordination levels too on both of them, I reckon.
Your big fella's just dragging the 2K.
Dragon, he's a bit behind, but he's also like big, goofy, like the brain doesn't work as well with the body. And
Poor limbs.
sort of that
What are you saying about ruckman, mate?
Nah, nothing. Good boys. Love them. Rippers, both of them.
Hey, Tommy, good to have you on board again as well. You've got a nice little history with Nova now.
Yeah, it's growing. The background's growing, and big upgrade though this year with you two.
Yes, so true.
Yeah, Ben and Liam
It's
just
so true, isn't it?
off they go. I had enough of those too.
Yeah, I
Got
sorry,
rid of them and brought you guys in.
and on behalf of all of us, sorry about them.
Yeah, nah.
I mean,
I've been waiting for that apology.
Let's not get too carried away. They're still on from 6 till 7.
Yeah, actually, no, we need to pump them up.
So what we did learn, we haven't learned over the last couple of years, is you're a big tweeter. You love Twitter.
Yeah, don't mind it. I originally jumped on it just because of American sports. It's just huge over in America, and it just gave me good insight. And then when I was like younger and didn't have a profile or anything, I used to just like tweet at my favourite analysts and talk NFL with them. And then when I got drafted, it sort of people started following me, and then I was like, oh crap, like I can't do what I used to do. But and then it turned to movies and stuff like that. It's actually not a bad spot to interact with people of the same like mind.
So you two share a love of NFL and NBA. So I'm just going to draw a line in the sand right now. That's not what this segment is going to be about week in, week out.
It feels like it does have the capacity to, at least within this segment, be a little space where we can share our feelings, particularly on an NBA side of things. Your team, Tommy?
Yeah, no team in the NBA. I'm completely neutral. I just go for whoever's
winning.
My fancy. Whoever I can jump on the bandwagon on, or I've got money on. Either way.
I go for whoever LeBron's playing for.
Yeah, exactly.
So, same sort of thing.
Ah, yes, classic.
I'm going to regret this.
12-year-old thing.
Your NFL team? What's your NFL team?
Patriots.
Right.
Okay.
Who you?
Patriots, even post Brady.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
still
loyalty.
Still with them. Still with them.
Okay. What'd you make of the weekend? It was a game of two halves, wasn't it? Like, as Matty Nick said, in the first half, you showed what you can do as the Adelaide Crows Football Club. In the second half, you also showed what you can do as the Adelaide Football Club. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, he's hit the nail on the head. We went into the game really confident. We've had a great pre-season, 2 good pre-season games. Boys are really fit, and we thought with the conditions we'd be able to get on top of them, but started really well, and then as the game went along, we just had a few lapses. Our defence dropped off, and then we sort of just thought our offence would take over and win us the game, and we'd score 150 and they might score 100, but we'd still get the win. And unfortunately, at this level, that's not how it works, and they got the better of us.
Thought you were going to score 150 after the first half. People started, including your better half, started to just almost book a few extra special tickets.
When you're up by 30 points, I reckon first or second quarter, he screenshot the live ladder because the Adelaide Crows were on top and you had a percentage of 400. So he screenshot it and then he posted it on Instagram, said, booking grand final tickets now.
That's not like our Greg.
No, exactly right. We've got to ask you about that bump, don't we? So the McAdam bump, what were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, at the time I didn't see it, and then move on to see the replays, and there's a bit, obviously a bit in the clip, and then move towards a decision, and there's a few things I'd like to say, but there's an appeal going on tonight, and I don't want to say too much, but the main thing we want going forward from the AFL is just clarity on what is and what isn't allowed, and I feel like we've left this round with more confusion rather than clarity in that regard, but it's disappointing because Shano's obviously a big part of our team, and not having him for 3 weeks is going to hurt.
So we had a conversation yesterday about the bump in general. As a player, are you looking to bump now? Because it's pretty risky.
Yeah, no, it's moving towards being completely abolished, really, in the way that if you go for the bump and anything happens with that player, he drops his knees or he's sliding or something, and it leads to any sort of high contact, you're in strife. So I think the AFL want it to move to just tackle, don't even think about bumping, and that's the way it feels like it's moving. And as a player now, there's no real reason to bump, is what it feels like.
What would you have done without the bump in your day when you were playing? Because you were filthy. You just wanted to lay blokes out.
Would have played in the reserves. It was based on skill. And Shane, how's he going? Because we know, from what we know of Shane McAdam, he's a quieter sort of bloke. All attention almost like the entire headlines for the last few days have been on Shane McAdam nationally. How's he dealing with it all?
No, I think he's been pretty good. He was around the club yesterday. He obviously went to the tribunal hearing, and he just sort of you just sort of sit there, and he has to be present but doesn't have to say a whole lot. And that was a different experience for him. And I don't think he enjoyed it particularly, just sitting there for 2 hours listening to him talk about one specific incident. But no, he was pretty up and about around the club in the sense that he always is. He's always smiling and cracking jokes. And I think there's still a bit of hope there that it might get overturned. But he's disappointed to miss the 3 games, but it's not something he's going to let ruin his week or his year in that regard.
See what happens tonight, hey?
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
We are so thrilled to have you on board. Thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you, Jodie. Thank you.
There you go. Tom Doedee on Nova 919.
There you go, eh?
Very good stuff. We'll do this again.
Nicest thing Jodie's ever said about me.